Just finished my golf round, and I figured I'd hang out, see if anybody wants to do a guitar hang. I am using a new interface these days. I am down to 2 inputs and 2 outputs. It makes for some challenging stuff. So I'm curious once people start joining, if people think this sounds any different at all. And I'm going to listen back to it, obviously, and see what I think of the live stream quality. I'm using a Black Lion Revolution 2x2. Been really impressed with, it's a $400 interface as opposed to the $2,000+ Universal Audio I was using. So just put some money in the bank, sold it off. Just really scaling back here on gear for a number of different reasons. But yeah, this is the it's my SM7B, which I'm listening to, and I've got the Omega turned on. It's running through the Fractal, so everything you see down here, that's what we're using today. I see I got a couple people live. I just want to make sure on my end, like, hey, what was I, am I looking good here? So those who have tuned in, if you are hearing me all right, leave me a comment and let me know how this mic is sounding, because I'm going to have to do a little more trickery than I've done in the past around switching audio devices. But I'm playing Hollowbodies today. Yo, Alex Kelly. What's up, my man? Gamer? Well, I'm not a gamer, dude. I don't play game. Man, I suck at video games. But I am drinking Monster, so that's kind of like being a video gamer. Cool. So one of the tricks that I have to do is actually turn off the mic interface before I start playing guitar, and then you should be hearing everything that's coming direct out of the Fractal. Now again, with the Fractal, my Omega is running through it, so I'm running it in 4 cable / 5 cable method. What's up, Rex? What's for dinner? Oh, that's a good question. We're at 5 o'clock, so I got like 20 minutes to hang out. We are ordering burgers. So Fat Kid is ordering burgers after a pretty terrible round of golf. Shot 85 today. Was not very happy. But let's play some guitar tones and see how these come through. What I got is my PRS Hollowbody 1. This is my first core PRS from my wife. And this thing is you will bury me with this guitar, most likely. All right, so let's turn off this mic, play some guitar. Alright, so that's my ambient patch. So we'll see if I can show this off without as I do a screen share. There we go. I think it's only supposed to pull in my current application. You might be seeing my full desktop. I am not sure. So this is what my Axe Effects program looks like. Neck pickup. Yes, I can hit the neck pickup here in a second. But yeah, so this is the Fractal Patch that I'm using. So I come in, I've got a compressor up front, not using a drive, and then it's sending out 3, which goes to my Omega behind me. That comes back in after the real amp sound, and I have a reverb and a plex delay right now for this ambient patch that then goes back out. So this is what's in my effects loop. So it goes back out, then comes out the back of the amp, comes back out to the load box itself. Then I am running my Omega cab with the on the clean stuff. I'm using the Clear Sky IR. That is part of my free IR pack. If you haven't got that from me yet, and you know me, obviously, hit me up. I will send you my Omega pack. And then on the dirty tones, I'm using two 257s on the same Omega thing. But let's go back and hit some tones up. And this is the neck pickup. And I now need to adjust a few things, and we'll get Rex's comment in right down here at the bottom. I think that's a good spot to stick those comments. Thank you, Rex. He loves my tone. Man, this is a lot of reverb. I think let's just kind of walk through and turn some stuff on and off here. The other thing is I do have a MIDI controller sitting in front of me. This is sort of some changes I made. I ditched my entire big pedal board when I bought the Fractal, and I kind of just went all in. I took basically just took the. I still have the board should I ever decide to rebuild it, but sold almost all of my pedals and moved all in on the Fractal. But man, that is a ton of verb. So I'm gonna let's just turn off the verb itself and leave the Plex delay / reverb on, and let's see what that sounds like. So that's a little more of a mild reverb sound with that reverb off. So if we kind of bounce back and we take a look at where we are, I might want to turn that back on and just even drop the mix down a little bit. Now, what would be great is if I was doing this, whether I could still have a picture-in-picture. So I'm wondering why. I thought I used to be able to have picture-in-picture when I did this. Maybe I need to add like a scene or something. I forget what I need to do on this. So that gives me just a little more of that reverb that I'm looking for without being entirely washed out. Now, I'm totally not scared of putting way too much reverb on my tone. So let's save that. I kind of like where that's at. And then I'm going to bounce over to just a normal clean with kind of a hall style reverb on it. my bass clean tone, I mean, that's a lot of verb there. Long time. I could drop the mix on it a little bit. See what that sounds like. Alright, so that's the neck clean tone with this hollow body. Let's go ahead and jump to the dirt tone. And kill the mic on that. I'm wondering what's up with that cab sound. Nope, those are my correct cab settings, so I'm just curious. And I don't have these hard panned or anything, so it just sounded a little thin to my ears at the moment. Alright, so like I said, that sounded a little thin to me. Let's take a look at where I've got those cuts on the cab. I'm only cutting like 40. Let's take a little more, leave a little more low end in there maybe. Could just be what I'm hearing too. But yeah, let's take a little low cut out. right. So that's this Hollowbody. So again, this is my PRS single cut Hollowbody 1. When I did meet Paul one time, he was kind enough to sign the back of that headstock, which you can't really see because of a shadow. There we go. Says to Anthony on the back. So this is I love this guitar, and I just simply don't play. This needs to just get picked up a little more often than it does now. And after playing with it for most of this morning and now this evening, I will definitely be doing that. So let's just grab something different, though. Put this back in the rack. And so while it may simply look like a double cut version of that guitar, it is not. This is a arch top. So if you see the depth in this is about 4 inches deep. This is a big, jazz style arch top. But where I fell in love with this guitar was when I saw Mike from Incubus play it. Something very similar to this. This is an arch top 4 from 2003. It's got some clouding on the neck and some weird stuff that, you can see it right there. This just happened with a lot of the early 2000s guitars. So let's go back, and we're gonna, go back through the clean tones with this, and you see if you can hear any difference between the two, or if it's all in the amp. Dave is asking if this is a V12 finish. I don't think V12 existed yet. I feel like V12 came around in the 10s. I would have to look that up, but these guitars just did notoriously have it's basically air or moisture that got under the finish on this. So but hey, man, this is a player and a lifer for me, so those kinds of things don't really bother me, and these are getting harder and harder to find. So when I found this one at a somewhat reasonable price, I jumped all over it. And it's also got the piezo in it, which is the next thing we're going to check out. Yeah, the V12 definitely, like a lot of these just had finish issues for sure. And so that's why I'm not 100% sure if it's a V12 or not. My buddy Dane just popped into the chat. This is a former Californian. He's now a New Yorker dude. He's also like married and got a family. And Dan, the man, is in the house. So I'm just playing pretty clean stuff, and then we'll check out the dirt tone on this big, deep body, hollow body. Big old chunk, lots of air. We're going to switch over to the piezo, though. What's up, Jimmy? My new best friend, because we got a guitar trade deal happening soon. Yes, I play golf and guitars. Those are my two expensive passions in life. Had a not the best day on the course, but there's always tomorrow. Jimmy, thanks for stopping by. And you can hear Jimmy's guitar is actually in the other room. The question is, Jimmy, do you want to hear your guitar? Well, he says indeed, so I will go grab it for him. Jimmy will be getting my OG 87 PRS in exchange for the 4th amp that will complete this setup. I will have it once everything's finished. I will have 4 amps, 4 cabs, all into the KHE switcher. But I'm gonna go grab Jimmy's guitar. Oh, sounds like he can't hang long enough to hear it, so we are not going to waste some time. But he will hear it soon when I ship it out to him. So we will go back to the Hollowbody for I got like maybe 5 more minutes before I need to go order dinner. So let's go back and hear some dirty tones with the big arch top, which I'm a big fan of. There's just a ton of air in this guitar, which is a very, very good thing in my book. This one's been sitting for a bit. Needs to be tuned. Yikes. Yikes bites. And I wonder if this is the gate that's kicking this, or if I've got a slight wiring problem. There we go. We're back in business. All right, let's kill the room mic and hear the sound direct. So I don't know about you, but I hear a ton more air in this guitar than the last one. But yeah, if you people say you can't play Hollowbodies for hard rock or whatnot, I mean, it does not get much more hollow than this. It's all about how you want to control it. Again, I'm using high gain amp. The Omega is behind me. It's being wrapped around the Fractal, or the fractals wrapped around it, I suppose is the better term.